I'm Charlie Parsons, and in this very stadium on June the 20th, main event Mr. Ryan Garner, but this man next to me, Lewie Edmondson, in a great fight against Lyndon Arthur. Just sat on the side of the pitch here for the launch press conference. Just how cool does this feel? It must be a special moment, just looking round, seeing the pitch, everything, obviously from Southampton. Dreamed about days like this?
I mean, yeah, it's always been a childhood dream, really. All these nights, all these stadium fights, all these title fights, it's always been a dream, and we're really living it now. And to be at home, in the home stadium, it's a dream come true, and I cannot wait.
Obviously, having all these fans here behind you come fight night, I'm sure. How much of an uplift will that give you?
I mean, you know, the Southampton fans, no matter where they come when the fights are on, they're always making some noise and they're always shaking the arenas. But yeah, it's going to be a massive boost. I believe the stadium's going to be rocking. It's yeah, it's going to be an unbelievable night of boxing.
Louis, talk to me about when the phone rang. No easy touches. We just had a little chat off camera.
Yeah.
Obviously, you go from that fight where obviously you thought your hand should have been raised. We'll get into that and talk a little bit about that. But you didn't want no sugarcoating, no easy opponent. You've gone straight in. Why Lyndon Arthur?
I mean, I've said since the start of my career, I had a couple of steady fights. But if you look back on who I've actually fought, I haven't had too many touches. Even in my second or third fight, I'm fighting 3-3 English guys. 1-3, lost 3. I haven't had too many of these punch bags, and I never wanted them really. I wanted the big fights early on, and I think I'm proving that. I mean, I fought Dan Aziz in my 10th fight. I just want the biggest fights, and I want memorable nights, and I want to push on. And I think Lyndon is if I could have picked anyone to fight, it would have been Lyndon.
It's a weird one because you didn't get the win last time round, but your stock goes up.
100%.
What did you make of everything? At the time, you were obviously annoyed, and then I suppose afterwards you probably have a bit of time reflecting on the fight, realising the performance you put in. It was a little bit of one of those ones where the fans kind of had it either way. Did you have a morale boost afterwards?
It's a weird one, really. Obviously, I keep having the same thing going into the Dan Aziz fight. They're saying, it's too early. He's had all these championship fights. It's a hard fight early on. It's too early this, too early that. We got the win. Then coming into the Lappin fight, obviously we fought Kajawa. Then coming into the Lappin fight, it's U6 man. He's a beast, 6'6", southpaw, Ukrainian, 400 fights. No one wants to fight him. We believe, and everyone I've spoke to believes, we got the win.
Did you take that straight away when the phone rang as well?
The Lappin fight, we took it straight away. Yeah, straight away we took it. And then another hard fight, we took it straight away. We believe we got the win again. Everyone believes we got the win. I've been all over the world training. Everybody pulling me to the side. You won that fight. You won that fight. Many Ukrainians messaging me. Many people commenting on Usyk and Lappin's post. We wanted to see you fight Lewie Edmondson again. You know you didn't win that fight. They said they wanted to basically have the fight again because they didn't expect what we brought that night, and next time they'd be better prepared. They tried to say, we was dirty and this and that, and next time they'd be better prepared. So they wanted that fight again. Since that, they've gone missing. I don't know where they've gone. Lappin's running around fighting. That last opponent he fought was embarrassing. So they're running around. I don't know what they're doing. They said they'll have the fight again. We agreed it many times, verbally. Nothing materialised of that. Now we're here. They've offered us Lyndon Arthur. I think, to be fair, I think we pushed for the Lyndon Arthur fight, and then now we're here.
Great fight for the fans.
Great fight, great domestic, British, 2 British names. Great fight.
Talk to me about Queensberry's light heavyweight stable, because obviously,
I mean, there's loads.
So there's so many fighters, and you can bring so many matchups up. Why Lyndon Arthur? You said you pushed for that one. We've seen just how good Lyndon is. Do you believe now is the moment that you kind of picked him at the right time? What do you still think he has?
I think he's still got a lot left. He showed down the Bradley Ray fight last time.
Good fight.
Yeah, good fight, great fight. Come up off the canvas in round 2. Listen, I respect Lyndon. He's a great fighter. He's been in some great fights. He's been there with Bivol, Yard 3 times. Then he fought Bradley Ray. Listen, it's utmost respect. I feel like he's still got a lot left, but I feel like it's stylistically it's a good fight. I think the stars will gel well, and I just believe it's our time.
What is it about you not wanting any easy touches? You say that it was kind of your team that instigated this one.
I can't be bothered for. I can't get up for it. I don't want to fight.
Do you have a fear of losing?
I don't care. I don't care. We prepare right, we train properly, and I'm not asked, like, we don't think about losing. It doesn't cross our mind at all. Like, we're going to prepare properly, we're going to make a good, solid game plan, and we're going to execute it.
A word on Queensberry. Obviously, it's been a happy time for you as a fighter. I know that there's been periods of frustration in your career, whether it was, you know, in the past talking about the Ben Whittaker fight or whatever it was. It always felt like maybe you were calling for a lot of these names and not actually getting them. You sit here now with one of the best light heavyweight stables, well, in the country, the best light heavyweight stable in the country, and now no shortage of matchups for you.
100%. There's loads of good fighters. And there's loads of good fights in the light heavyweights, and I believe for the next couple of years, everyone's just going to be mixing in and fighting each other, and that's how it's going to go.
Just how high is your ceiling?
The whole way.
World
the
titles?
Whole way, the world titles. We one fight at a time, come through this, and then let's see who's there.
Got to ask you about the main event. Ryan Garner got that WBC interim super featherweight title. Frank Warren's promised and delivered. A huge night expected here at St Mary's. How do you think he gets on against Michael Magnesi?
It's I haven't seen too much of his opponent, but I've watched a little bit of him against Kakachi. He looks game, a little bit raw. I think it's a good fight for Ryan, and I think it's a good fight for him to look good in.
Going to be a good night for the Southampton boys.
100%, 2 wins, and hopefully more big nights at this fantastic stadium.
Louis, top man.
Cheers, Charlie.
Cheers, mate.